Well, I imagine that some of those watching the video will be wondering, well, would you recommend coming to Mongolia for a fishing trip? And I believe the answer is, well, with tremendous enthusiasm to tell you that it is a unique trip. Unique because the scenery is extraordinary. It is wild nature. One of the few countries, I believe, that may exist now in the world where everything is practically unknown. Western civilization has not made an impact. The amount of fish there is, I mean, if you come to fish, you will enjoy it. But on top of that, you will get to know a beautiful country. Beautiful, right? And also practically without roads, going off the beaten path, then a culture that we are not used to. It is fundamentally a country. Buddhist, that has also had an influence for many years, an influence from the Soviet Union, and you still see aspects of the Soviet Union a bit every day. Also influenced a bit by the pressure from another neighbor, which is China. That is to say, it is a trip that is about fishing, nature, and culture, where every day, with your own guide, who is a very interesting person, you learn things about their civilization, about their culture.
In other words, I am filled with a sense of excitement and anticipation as I make my way back to my home, eager to return to the familiar comforts and warmth that await me there.
Well, the truth is that the whole aspect of fishing has been extraordinary. Firstly, because of the density of fish in the rivers, and also a type of fish such as that we usually do not see in Spain. The taimen, the Asian trout, and then some extraordinary landscapes of wild nature, rivers that are inviting. Very few people, or in some parts no one has fished at all. So it's a delight to wake up one morning in a camp by the river, spend the day fishing in the river, and that everyone in the group has caught a lot.
As much luck as not. I'm fine. Good, right, Oscar? What device? Well, for me, fishing in Mongolia is fundamentally a type of fishing where large dry fly fishing can be practiced and spectacular rises with large wild fish can be experienced. A type of fishing that, unfortunately, we are not used to in Spain and that could only be thought of doing in other continents. You don't move it, right? It goes up here. No, that's not it. Continue.
Regarding the logistics, when Adrian explained to me that we would sleep in a tent and so on, of course I am already of a certain age and thought, well, in a tent, the truth is that it has been like going back a bit to childhood, to adolescence, and I have slept better here than almost in my apartment because everything is very well organized. In fact, the aspect of the logistics has been better than I expected. We have eaten wonderfully. The team here in Mongolia is extraordinary, very serious people, very professional, and even the tents have Western-style comforts. You are in direct contact with nature, and that also makes it. The rest of the fishermen, you have something very much in common with them, right? And that has created a magnificent atmosphere among us when it comes to sharing spots, sharing flies, exchanging impressions, and perhaps one of the most positive points of the trip. No. Dr. Enrique, the deputy mayor, Dr. Enrique.
On this side of the region, it has been thoroughly verified and observed that there exist landscapes which are significantly more challenging to discover and explore. These areas are untouched and pristine to the extent that they remain in their natural state, unspoiled by human intervention or development. The landscapes are so virgin and pure that they retain a raw, earthy quality, almost as if they are untouched by civilization, maintaining a sense of wild beauty and natural dirt that is rare and precious in today's world. This untouched nature makes them unique and difficult to find, offering a glimpse into the world as it once was before modern influences. We crossed where the maps indicate roads, but in practice they are not, even forest paths, unlike the forest paths we could find in our land. The vehicles, impossible to drive for any of us. Only a person with the experience and expertise and skill forged in day-to-day life and hours can drive them on incredibly wild and incredibly remote paths where only eagles and birds of prey, like the one currently flying over us, and the fields filled with curious but very elusive and very shy little dogs observe us. And also some other squirrel, curious as well, but very cautious.
The objective of this video is to show you what the camps are like, that we organize by the river, and what the entire logistics of this trip are. As you can see, for 6 people, 6 fishermen and 1 guide, which I am, the fishing guide, 6 workers have come on this trip.
A camp manager, an assistant camp manager, a cook, a kitchen assistant, and 2 guides who also act as drivers. By guides, I mean people who are transporting us with their vehicles. There are 2 vehicles. First of all, if you notice here, we have a Russian van behind, which I think accommodates 8 people. And secondly, we have an all-terrain vehicle, which also allows us to move around and reach all the fishing areas and distribute the fishermen. Now I'm going to show you the tents. There is one tent where the food is prepared and another tent where we eat. And in the background are the tents. Look, wait. I am going to show you the food tent here. And then the tents where we sleep, one tent for each of the fishermen. And at the back, I will show it in a video now. You have the service, the bathroom. And finally here, we have some portable showers with hot water. And this, well, is a small faucet to wash our hands every morning, and they provide us with hot water every morning. Well, one of the most curious aspects of this trip, if you notice, there is a shovel and there is dirt. And this you have here is our bathroom, our service. I'm going to open it. Let's see if the zipper doesn't get stuck. Look, there you have the bathroom, a bag, and what is done at the end of using it. Well, you take this dirt, throw a little dirt with the shovel, clean. In this video, I am going to show how and where we shower in Mongolia. I am going to turn the camera, look at this structure you see here in front of our camp, which they are now going to take down because we are packing up the camp. It gets warm. The sun hits it, and inside it is very hot. They have placed this bag of water inside that they have previously heated. There is a small faucet, and with this you take a shower. And the truth is that we were just discussing it with Jordi, that inside it is very hot, that it doesn't use much water, and that one can shower, well, for the place we are in, very comfortably. So, well, it was just a little bit for you to get the idea. Then they refill the water, heat it up, and this way the whole camp, the whole team can finish showering, and at least every 2 or 3 days we can take a shower, which is greatly appreciated here.